Hi, and welcome to your Grab and Go circuit workout. So in this workout, we're going to be using a variety of tools. I have various weighted kettlebells here. We're going to do a kettlebell swing, just so you know. I also demonstrate that with a dumbbell. So I also have little cups, and this is just, we're going to do leaning forward exercise, put them down, pick them up sort of thing. And I have a gliding discs. This is for slidey stuff. So you can use towels if you're on a hardwood floor. You can use paper plates if you are on carpet. I can also leave a link to stuff you can buy on Amazon. And then also using a band. And I'm using a weight ring. Again, you can just use a dumbbell if you don't have a weighted ring. So put your shoes on, put your gloves on, and put your game face on because we're going to work out. All right, let's get started with a quick warm-up before we go into our circuit workout. So we're just going to start with a march in place. So just starting off, this is going to be a short workout, so it'll be a short warm-up. And we'll be going through a variety of exercises, so I hope you're ready. All right, I'm going to start with some knee taps. And this is just really for us to just get the body warm. Let's come. Good, and now outside. And to the front. All right, now we're just gonna do a side-to-side lunge here. Just gonna get the lower body warm. And then we're just gonna add some arms. Little TikTok arms. Good. Try to make it a little bit bigger as you get warmer. You should feel your heart rate come up, which is what we want. Good. Now we're just going to do a lunge to the side and have your arms up in the middle. Once you add your upper body, that contributes something like 12 to 14% of your cardio. So if you ever want to make something a little bit harder, add arms. Good. So now we're just going to do circle arms. Just making it bigger. Nice. Feeling it? I'm going to go a little bit lower in that lunge. Got a lot of legs today, a lot of total body. Good. All right, let's do some squats. Always good. Warming up the body. Try to go as low as you can. Go a little bit lower every time. All right, we're gonna do some air squats. So just pumping the blood to the muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Get the legs out. Okay. I think we're warmed up and ready to go. All right, so we're going to start with kettlebell swings. I'm going to start with my lightest, which is 10 pound. You can also do this with a dumbbell. So we're just going to start. This is kind of a warm up, so I want the weight to be light. With a kettlebell swing, you just take the weight between your legs and then you snap the hips up. Okay, this makes sense when you have a heavy kettlebell because your lower body is powering up that weight. Okay, so with 10 pounds, it's not so bad, but as you get heavier, you really have to focus on that hip snap. Good. All right, take a little break here. I'm gonna do one more set with the light, and then we're gonna go into a little bit heavier stuff. So catch your breath, And we're gonna do one more set of those. And then I'm gonna start the workout. So this is kind of getting this a little bit more warmed up. All right, so let's do another set. So you want the weight to kind of float at the top of, so it's not arms. It's not arms, it's lower body. Good. All right, do one more. Okay. Now we're gonna get into it. All right, I'm gonna grab 15 and do 30 seconds of kettlebell swings here. So, good, so this immediately can feel how different this weight is. So you just want to make sure you have a really good form here. You want to practice the move with a light kettlebell. Good, we're almost there. Starting to breathe. Feeling a little bit of sweat coming. One more. Good. All right, next up, we're gonna use our band. All right, next up, we're gonna grab our band. And I'm just gonna wrap this around. So what we're gonna do is just a low impact jumping jack. Now, absolutely, you can do regular if you want to. I'm keeping it low, but I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So heart rate and your arms are really gonna feel this. Good, got about 15 seconds to go. Speed it up a little bit. Go at your own pace. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. All right. Next up, we're going to use, these are just little cups. You can use paper cups or whatever. I'm just going to demonstrate. We're going to go, put these down, go, and pick them up. Okay, so down, up, down, up. So this is really working, obviously the core, obviously the legs, and also the heart. Good. This one sneaks up on you. Almost there. Woo. Feeling this one. All right, that's it. Heart rate should be up here. Okay, get that out of the way. We're gonna do mountain climbers with our gliders. Now, if you are on a hardwood floor, you can just use like a microfiber towel. If you're on carpet, you can use paper plates. All right, so before we go down, I'm just gonna let my heart rate come down just a hair. All right, so you come down, and so we're gonna start now. Amazing total body exercise. All right, just a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. This round is a little bit more breathless. Okay. So now I'm gonna use my circle weight. And again, you can use a dumbbell for this one. Do a figure 8. So just to kind of show you, so we're just gonna go figure 8 all the way. Okay, so catch your breath and let's go. Sometimes it's a little, you kind of have to get your rhythm. And you're gonna squat and you think, nice. So So once you get into it, you're less likely to like drop weight. All right, last one. Nice, okay. All right, next up, I'm gonna use our mini balls. If you don't have one, you just do it without, because these are just gonna be crunches with the weight back here. So this adds a lot more core than the regular crunch, because I can even feel my body shaking a little bit, trying to stay on the ball. Good. Almost there. We're doing all these for 30 seconds, even though maybe it feels longer. Good, do 2 more. And 1. Okay, rest. We're gonna go back through that circuit. So we're gonna take about 30 seconds here, and then we are gonna get started on our second round, and we'll decide how many rounds we wanna do. All right, on to our second round. I'm gonna use 20 for my kettlebell. Okay, now this is gonna get harder. So if you use a dumbbell, you can go heavier. Once you do it a few times, you'll kind of know what weight you need. It's a great idea to get some kettlebells if you don't have them. They're so versatile. You can use them for this stuff like this, weight training, core, all of it. Ugh. The 20. Good. One more swing. All right. Okay. I'm gonna catch my breath. Okay. The idea is we don't want too long of a rest, but also we want to be able to do the exercises without dying. Okay. So here we go into our low impact jacks. Okay. So keep the momentum going. Again, you can jump if you want to. This is perfectly fine. This one sort of sneaks up on you, catches up in the end. Almost there. Okay. Yay. Okay, we're going back to our forward lunges with our little, you don't have to use these. It just really makes you really get every rep in, because if you can just start to kind of back off. If it hurts your back, please just keep it low. Keep it high. All right, if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Sit down. Now you can go at your own pace. Make sure your core is tight. Good. Whew. Second time around. Harder. Almost there. This starts to feel like longer than 30 seconds. Good. That was your last one. Okay. Catch your breath again. Heart rate is up. I feel like it's too high. Definitely walk around a second. Okay. I'm going to get my gliders. Okay, let's go down. We're gonna do mountain climbers. Yay. All right, ready? Here we go. Try to keep your butt down if you can. Halfway there. Don't worry. We're not going to go 1 second longer than we have to. Almost there. Oh my gosh. A few more seconds. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. All right, next up we're going to do our figure eights. Now you can also do this with a kettlebell. Maybe I'll show that one. All right. So sometimes the kettlebell, like the loop, and that's just like a weighted Pilates circles. I got it, Aldi. In the Isle of Shame. But they're pretty handy. This is actually easier because it's small and it has a handle. So I might just stick with this one. We'll see. Last one. Good job. Okay. Let the heart rate come down a little bit before we go to the floor. Our mini ball. And again, this is like a little yoga mini ball. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Are you ready? Ooh. Feel this right away. It really just adds this intensity that regular crunches start gonna add. Ooh. 15 seconds to go. We can do it. 1. All right. If that's as far as you want to go, you can move on to the next round, or you can be done. I'm going to do one more round. It's completely up to you if you want to join me. I'm going to take about a 30-second break, and we're going to come back and do it one more time. Okay, hope you didn't take too long of a rest. We're going right into round 3 if you want. I'm going to use my 20 again. All right, you use what you need for yourself. Here we go. This is the last time I'm doing this, so tell yourself that you can do a lot of things in 30 seconds. I wouldn't say anything, because I would probably have to eat my words. There we go. Almost there. Last few swings. Boy, I would be glad to be done with this. Definitely heart rate up. One more swing. Yay. Bye-bye. Kettlebell. All right. Onward. Ooh, sweating. Okay. Let's put it together here. Stalling. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. This one is a little bit more friendly. Make it harder by using a high tension band or just holding it closer together. So kind of like this in between the really high cardio ones. Just gives you a break while you're still doing something constructive. Good. 15 seconds. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh no. All right. I'm going to give us a little extra. Let my timer get back to the top. Okay. Deep breath. And go. Down, back. Pick up. Down. Pick up. Now you can adjust your speed and go slower. You could go faster. So you could do this. Of course, I don't like that. So I'm going to slow it down. Gotta go like medium. Good. Over halfway there. Last time you do this. Last time. One more. My legs are barking. Well, I guess my supposed to be your dogs are barking. Okay. Last mountain climbers jack. Bye bye. All right, let's go. We are ready, and we're gonna go right now. Now you can also speed these up. You do that. Probably, I think about 10 seconds of that. And really, because your legs really start to burn on this one. So that's when it's hard to keep going. But we're gonna power it through. Oh my God. You do all the steps. Okay. I felt like that was really neat. Okay. Okay. Figure eights. I'm going to use my kettlebell again. So I'm like, better. Okay. Just gonna rest it a little bit longer. You know, I just want to make sure my form is good. My heart rate's high. You know, there's a good chance that I would like drop this weight or bang myself in the knee, which I've done. So this one, you just want to take your time. Speed is really not the objective. It's core, it's like a whole body core movement. So take your time so that you don't drop the weight. One more. Got through the worst of it. Back to our crunches. And then you're done. Or you're gonna do another round. Or you're gonna try my other circuit. A little bit less cardio. All right, let's go. Even though this is like easier than the heart rate, it's hard on the core. So if you use it in a little ball, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a little crunch. Almost there. One more. Oh my gosh, y'all. Whatever you finished, whatever you did, good for you. That is a great total body workout. Really, it's just focusing on, you know, total body coordination, balance, endurance, all the things. All right, so make sure you cool down. Don't just stop working out. Make sure you walk around, do some stretches, do what you need to do. Great job. Bye.